Acts
Acts
chapter 25,
chapter 25,
19 to
19 to
chapter 26,
chapter 26,
1.
1.
Rather they had
That they had
certain points of dispute
certain points of dispute
with him
with him
about their own religion
about their own religion
and about a certain Jesus
and about a certain Jesus
who was dead,
who was there,
but whom
but whom
Paul asserted to be
is said to be
alive,
alive,
being at a loss
being at a last,
how to investigate
how to investigate
these questions.
these questions.
I asked
I asked
whether he wanted to go
whether he wanted to go
to Jerusalem
to Jerusalem
and be tried
and be tried.
there regarding them.
They're recording them.
But when Paul had appealed
But when Paul had a fool
to be kept in
to be kept in
custody
custody
for the decision of the emperor,
for the decision of the emperor,
I ordered him
I ordered him
to be held
to be held
until I could send him
until I could send him
to Caesar.
to Caesar.
Then Agrippa said to Festus,
Then Agrippa said to Festus,
I would like to hear
I would like to hear
the man myself.
the man myself.
Tomorrow,
Tomorrow,
said he,
said he,
you will hear him.
you will hear him.
So on the next day,
So on the next day,
Agrippa
Agrippa
and Bernice
and Bernice
came with great pomp,
came with great pomp,
and they entered the audience
and they entered the audience
hall
hall
with the military
with the military
tribunes
tribune
and the
and the
prominent men
prominent men
of the city.
of the city.
Then at the command of Festus,
Then at the command of Festus,
Paul was brought in,
Paul was brought in.
and Festus said,
Festus said,
King Agrippa
King Agrippa
and all
and all
who are present with us,
who are present with us,
you see this man
you see this man
about whom the whole
about the whole
Jewish people
Jewish people
petitioned me,
petition me,
both in Jerusalem and here,
both in Jerusalem and here,
shouting that
shouting that
he ought
he ought
not to live
not to live
any longer.
any longer.
But I found that
But I found that
he had done nothing
he had done nothing
deserving death.
deserving death.
And as he himself appealed
And as he himself appeared
to the emperor,
to the emperor,
I decided to go ahead
and decided to go ahead
and send him.
and send him.
But I have nothing
But I have nothing
definite to write
definite to write
to my Lord about him.
to my Lord about him.
Therefore I have brought him
Therefore I have brought him
before you all,
before you all,
and especially before you,
especially before you,
King Agrippa,
King Agrippa,
so that
so that
after we have examined him,
after we have examined him,
I may have something to write.
I may have something to write.
For it seems to me
For it seems so many
unreasonable
unreasonable
in sending a prisoner
and sending a prisoner
not to indicate the charges
not to indicate the charges
against him.
against him.
Acts
Acts
chapter 26.
chapter 26.
So Agrippa said to Paul,
So Agrippa said to Paul,
you have permission to speak for yourself.
you have permission to speak yourself.
Then Paul
Then Paul
stretched out his hand
stretched out his hand
and made his defense.
and made his defense.